I know.
Okay?
Yeah, I know.
Someone else?
Okay.
When a 14-year-old is caught sneaking out at night to meet a woman, investigators uncover a shocking secret that neither his family nor the woman's husband ever saw coming. The following footage has never been seen before. On June 11, 2024, an officer was...
She was supposed to help struggling students stay in school. Instead, she used her position to groom a 14-year-old boy, sending him texts that would make any parent's blood run cold. "I miss being in your arms. My bed feels lonely without you." This is the story of Caitlyn Rock, a trusted school employee who betrayed everything she was hired to protect, and the investigation that exposed her. The visual anchor for this case is a cell phone. Not the device itself, but what it contains. A digital trail of messages that no amount of denial could erase. Those texts would become the evidence that shattered Caitlyn's carefully constructed lies. Before we go deeper into what the evidence actually shows, make sure you're subscribed to Shadow Jury Archives. Because we don't just cover the story, we follow the facts. Caitlyn Rock was 46 years old. She worked as an engagement specialist at 2 middle schools in Reno, Nevada. Her job was to connect with students who were struggling with attendance. She was supposed to be a lifeline. Instead, she became a predator. The victim was 13 when they first met. She was assigned to work with him through the school district. What began as professional contact spiraled into something far darker.
Despite losing sight of the car, her son eventually answered his phone and asked to be picked up at a nearby park. When his mother asked who he'd been with, he initially refused to say. Only after speaking with his father did the 14-year-old reveal what had really been happening.
So he met this woman. He wouldn't want to go to school. So she reached out to let me know that she was going to be working with him. It started this school year, toward August 22.
The woman is 46-year-old Caitlyn Rock, an engagement specialist at Billinghurst and Swope middle schools who works with students struggling with attendance. Their meetings were supposed to only take place on school grounds.
The mother first suspected something was wrong when her son started sneaking out at night.
An officer responds to an apartment in Reno, Nevada, after receiving a report that a 14-year-old boy had been assaulted.
I got up around 11:30 to tell him that I wasn't going to work tomorrow because I was sick. And he's not here. He's been telling me, lying that he was going to his friend's house and blah, blah, blah. And so finally today I decided to figure out where he was.
The boy's mother explains that her son had previously shared his location with her. Tonight, she used it to track him to a dead-end road.
There was a gate on this road.
He had shared his location with her, and she tracked him to a dead-end road. She saw a car leaving. She followed, but lost it in the dark. When her son finally came home, he initially refused to say where he'd been. Only after speaking with his father did the truth begin to emerge. He had been meeting Caitlyn. She had been picking him up. The abuse had been happening inside her vehicle and at her home. Investigators seized the victim's phone.
Already have the victim's cell phone, and with it, a record of their private conversations.
Do you have any idea why we're talking today?
I am really wondering why, but can you tell me?
I think you might know, and I want to hear, because again, I just want to have a conversation since there's always two sides to every story.
Right.
And I think you know why.
Right.
Do you know a young man by the name of... Yeah. Talk to me.
Okay. Was on my caseload last year.
Sure.
Okay. And then he has since moved away, lives with his dad.
Okay.
And, you know, we've kind of, like, connected. I saw him, you know, out and about in the community.
Sure.
And, you know, it was just kind of good to reconnect. And
Sure.
I feel like we had a good connection.
Okay. How long did you work?
Probably maybe half of the year. Or
okay. So you kind of know him.
Yeah.
What kind of kid is he?
He's really interesting and funny and he's
interesting and funny?
Yeah.
Okay. And how old was he when you first started working with him?
Well, he was So 13 in 7th grade.
Well,
They
that's
found
what
explicit text messages that told a story Caitlyn would never admit to. In one exchange, she wrote that she missed being in his arms. In another, when he told her his mother was asleep, she replied that her bed felt lonely without
As
him.
for the text messages, their contents were far more explicit and more disturbing than Caitlyn ever let on. In one exchange, Caitlyn messaged the victim, quote, "I miss being in your arms." In another, when the victim informed her that his mother was sleeping, Caitlyn
The
responded
texts
with,
were damning. They were the kind of evidence that no amount of explanation could undo. Caitlyn was brought in for questioning. She sat in the interrogation room and tried to minimize everything.
At a point, he asked for my phone number.
Okay, tell me about that. What happened with that?
So, trying to remember.
Sure, take your time.
I forget how he got it, but he did get my number.
You got your number?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Did he reach out to you ever?
He started to reach out.
And did you respond back?
Yeah.
Well, what were those text messages?
Mostly, just kind of, how's your day? Just kind of like, and then just checking in, that kind of thing.
Okay. Because I have his cell phone. Okay, and now I think there's more text messages, okay? So I want you to be honest with me.
I don't know if I can express that right now.
Okay, take your time, I get it.
Yeah.
That's all we
I feel
do.
like maybe a lawyer would be good.
She said the boy had come on to her. She said she had to tell him no. She said she told him he was a cool kid, and that was all. But the texts told a different story. They revealed a pattern of manipulation, exploitation, and calculated grooming. The phrase that echoes through this case is simple, repeated, undeniable. She knew exactly what she was doing. Not just in the moments of abuse, but in the aftermath. When the mother spotted her, she freaked out. She knew she had been caught, but she didn't stop. She planned to meet the victim again the next day.
With Caitlyn expected to return in a matter of hours, detectives meet with the victim and his mother before Caitlyn's arrival. Though their conversation is brief, the 14-year-old reveals that Caitlyn may already suspect something is wrong.
So let me ask you this. Last night, did she see Mom? She saw Mom? So she was freaked out then, what you were saying? Caitlyn was? What did she say to you?
She was just freaked out. She didn't really say anything.
Okay. If you were to send her a text, would that be...
What's the texture right now? Truly sure.
Oh, really? You think she would think something was up? Or she would think you're okay, so she doesn't need to check on you?
Yeah, it's either that or she thinks something got a little more suspicious because
Last night.
she thought she thinks you're in trouble. She's counting on my parents not really taking any action whatsoever.
Caitlyn's supposed confidence in the parents' inaction, however,
She was
is
counting on his parents not taking action. She was wrong. When detectives finally arrested her, she called her mother from the interrogation
that
room.
night.
Hi, Mom. It's something I'm in a interrogation room right now, being questioned about. It's about an inappropriate relationship with a minor. Yeah. And I'm sorry for humiliating and embarrassing the family. He was interviewed, and they have our text messages and stuff. I'm gonna obviously lose my job. I'm gonna lose my family. I'm gonna lose everything. I just want to die.
She said she was going to lose her job, her family, everything. She said she wanted to die. She texted her husband.
First, she sends him a text that reads, quote, "I have some bad news. I am a horrible person and need you to come home ASAP. I've been having an inappropriate relationship with a minor. This is not a joke. I am being arrested." With the message sent, Caitlyn can only wait for her husband to respond. But before he does, the detective returns with some news of his own.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay, all done?
I am a horrible person. I've been having an inappropriate relationship with a minor. This is not a joke. I am being arrested. He filed for divorce 13
from
days
her
later.
husband.
Hi. Babe, hi. Yes. Did you get my my message? Okay. Okay, so I am here being arrested. Yes. I'm very, very sorry for this, that it's happening like this, and I don't know even what to do.
Right.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Someone else?
okay.
Minor?
I don't want to get into it, please.
Okay.
My life is over. I'm sorry. I f***ed everything up, and I'm sorry.
Don't even know me, okay.
What?
Her husband's unusual question seemingly suggests he doesn't believe the call is even real.
I want you to tell me the middle name of the birth subject.
The victim addressed the court at sentencing. He said he was still hurt, still angry, still ashamed. He said she knew exactly what she was doing. He said he wanted her to be in prison for a long time so she could never hurt
Addressed
anyone
the court
again.
directly. He stated, quote, "I am still hurt. I am still angry. I am still ashamed. I was just a kid and you knew exactly what you were doing. I don't want anyone else to go through what I went through. I want her to be in prison for a long time so she can never hurt anyone again."
The judge agreed. Caitlyn Rock was sentenced to 144 years. The unanswered question at the center of this case is one we keep coming back to. How does someone entrusted with children's safety become the very thing they were supposed to protect them from? And what does it say about a system that allowed this to happen for months before anyone noticed? The court documents from this case are public record. Search the Washoe County court system for Caitlyn Rock. Read the text messages. Read the victim impact statement. Then ask yourself one question in the comments. If you were that mother, would you have caught it sooner? If this story taught you something, then like, share, and subscribe to Shadow Jury Archives. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. Because the evidence is always there. The question is whether you are willing to follow it.